Welcome to the Divine Lotus Healing Podcast with your host, Laura West.
Namaste. The following body of work is shared freely by Laura West, Reiki Master Teacher, spiritual counselor, and trained herbalist. If you'd like to learn more about my work or the sessions and classes I offer, please visit my website, divinelotushealing.com. Om Mani Padme Hum. Yes, good day to you, Laura, and to all of those listening to our word on this bright, blessed day. We would like to say to you that changes are coming to the way in which we work through Laura and with you. We will let her do the explaining. And now, on to today's message. For you see, there is a bright and blessed energy that is coursing always, pulsing, swirling, whirling, and rotating through the earth plane, and it is up to you as human beings to experience it consciously. There is a state and a place in your lives called grace, and it is up to you to consciously experience this state and place of grace. We would like to remind you that there was a tremendous energy shift, upheaval recently that occurred for people who are energy sensitive. You experienced all sorts of energy frequencies during the blood moon and eclipse and full moon. So be conscious of noticing the change that has occurred. There was tremendous energy buildup and release before and after the eclipse and full moon. When there was energy release, you all entered into a new dimension, a new higher form, realm, place, state of being. And we want to say to you now that you may feel a little bit raw. You may feel a little bit exposed. You may feel a little bit weary or sensitive, like you have just had a good cry. And others of you may feel like you are stronger, strengthened, more clear in your energy, in your thoughts, in your patterns of behavior. Just notice where you are in your lives. You may be experiencing sensitivities or vitality or tiredness. All of the experiences being had on the earth plane are healthy, normal, and good for you to be having at this time. We say to you now that it is time to be aware of what you are or what you have just experienced. These days that you rest in now and in the coming near future, day 1 tomorrow, day 2 the next, and so on and so on. Right after this intense energy experience of moon and eclipse are supposed to be had with consciousness and mindfulness. So be aware of your state of being. Be aware of your place emotionally, psychically, physically. If you feel like you are stuck, you may do 2 things that we suggest. One would be to vitalize, exercise, harmonize, participate in healthy eating, perhaps using some vitamin supplements to support gaining energy and getting off the couch to exercise. Or you may be feeling that a hibernation of sorts is needed, a cozying up, a going inward, a becoming quieter with your downtimes and your routines, a lessening of hectic, frantic scheduling. Each method is fine. We will only say that you have to determine which way is best for you to experience these immediate now coming days. As you do so, the practice that we invite you to is to be aware on a conscious level of your energy, your thought patterns, your emotional state. If being with certain people does not feel right, do not be with them. If doing certain actions does not feel right, stop doing them. If thinking or feeling certain ways does not feel right for you, stop thinking or feeling them. We would also like to say that you as humans tend to overcomplicate your lives. The energy is always swirling. The energy is always presenting itself in a way in your lives for you to participate fully with joy. And yet you bring in sorrow and suffering and pain, and this need not be so. We recognize as light beings that are coming to you from another source of vibratory energy in this universe, that you are surrounded by sometimes hard things such as events or people, and yet you choose to react emotionally in painful, sad, suffering ways, and it need not be so. We wish to say to you very clearly that joy can be had at all times through your thought process. Noticing a beautiful cloud in the sky, remembering the gift of life that someone had as they are expiring from their physical body. Looking into yourself to feel stability in the heart. It does not matter what the experience is. What is important is your reaction. So often, so many of you get drawn into drama, suffering, pain, emotional angst, and your minds become clouded. It does not need to be so. Centering within yourselves, taking time each day to pause and become quiet in a space of ritual of some sort, meditation or calmness or pause of some kind is beneficial, because when you listen to a special sound such as music or guided meditation, or you practice conscious breathing, or you read a spiritual text that you find moving, or you light a candle and work with putting thoughts down on paper in a journal, or you rest on a chair or in a seat with a cup of warm tea, and you focus on the beauty of the tea and the like, you are participating in cultivating centeredness in your life. And this is needed by so many of you on the earth plane at this time. And we have said this over and over and over again and again and again through many of our messages during the course of the time that we have spoken through this woman, Laura's voice box. You are in charge of your beingness. It is up to you to focus and center and ground within your calmness. You are practicing cultivating joy and peace and love and balance and harmony in your lives. And it is constant practice. There are a very select few human beings on the earth plane whom live in this state of blessed, quiet, almost equal state of grace all the time. They are the ascended masters incarnated in human form. They are the spiritual practitioners whom have dedicated their lives to focusing exclusively on being in this neutral state of grace. And for the vast majority of you, with jobs and 9-to-5 schedules and daycare and children and work and church and faith and stress and relationship and house cleaning tasks and grocery shopping and the like, it is hard for you to remember to remain in this state of calm, centered grace. And so we repeat to you today what we have said so many times before in the past. Take at least 5 minutes during each day, whether it is at the beginning upon waking or the end upon resting and closing your eyes to go to sleep, to practice cultivating this special, quiet, sacred space from within yourselves. When you practice this and you do so consistently, you begin to build up a trust and a familiarity with the feelings of peacefulness, centeredness, groundedness, and the like. Now, we wish to be clear in saying that we do not tell you exactly specifically what to do to get into this calm, centered state of grace. There are many tips, tricks, tools that you may use. There are faith-based practices, rituals, routines. There are books that you may read. There are musics that you may listen to. It is up to you to decide which is right for you. And you may find that it changes over time, and this is okay as well. There is not one right thing for all of humanity to do together at this time to experience joy and centeredness and bliss and calmness. Each of you will practice your own individual piece of routine quietness, routine centering, routine going within, and it will be perfect for you. And we say now that it is time to begin. If you have not done so yet, please start. We cannot force you. We are guiding, loving force of Source, here to help support you on your journeys, and you all have free will. If you choose not to practice cultivating centeredness and groundedness within yourselves, this is fine too. It simply means that your centeredness and your groundedness will come at a later date, because in some point in your future you will choose to begin your work. And yet we are here today with you listening to our words, and we say start now. We highly recommend that it is beneficial for you to begin. For those of you whom have started, perhaps long ago, or more recently in the past, we applaud you and we continue to support you. You may have a sense of the loving guiding force of Source presence in your lives. We ourselves are a group of individual souls from a very highly conscious, fine vibration, gathering together to call ourselves the Council of Light. We speak through this woman, Laura, to you each month, in the day or the night. And we say that although we are always available to have you come and draw inspiration from, you may notice or desire your own specific spiritual presence to speak or feel or be an awareness in your life. Some of you have a more religious or faith-based track that you wish to take, so it is important for you to call upon those spiritual presences in your lives. Some of you have a more esoteric or spiritual space in which you reside. It does not matter what you call upon to help bring you a piece of centeredness and love as you do your work to cultivate this. The spiritual energy comes to you from a place sort of up above. Many of you think of heaven as being celestial and divine, and we say to you that it is all around you at this time. You are commingling and residing, stepping in and out of the space of bliss, and you can choose by cultivating 5 minutes each day of practice, being in this place all the time. And so, with this message, we say to you, thank you for listening. Thank you for attending to our words today. We are always willing and eager to come to you and to say that you as humans are doing well. We see the earth plane is growing into a higher vibration over and over and over again. There are many of you that are becoming more conscious of being in a centered state of grace in your lives, and you are working on living from this place each day and night. Congratulations to you. We applaud you and we cheer for you. Keep up the good work, for it is a task in your lives for which you will do. And now we will wrap you in a golden blanket of light, for we are the Council of Light, and we hope that this golden blanket of light will sustain you and keep you and hold you tight until the next time we are to speak with you again. And we wish to say namaste, goodbye, and adieu for now. And we will remind you that the next time we speak with you will be, for some of you, in a more concrete space. Thank you for listening to our word today. This is all that we have to say for now, until the next time we are to be with you again.